Hi, I'm David Loeb. I'd like to invite you to learn 2 over 1 Game Force, an easy and natural approach to bidding. The standard American bidding system is difficult because there's a lot of rules for opener as to whether their rebid is game forcing or not. Similarly, there are a lot of rules for responder. But these rules aren't the worst part of standard American. The jumps to show extra values steal bidding space, which makes it harder to look for slam, makes it harder to choose the right game. Openers' rebid of their major suit is the default bid, so it doesn't guarantee extra lengths. So it's hard for responder to know whether opener has 6 or more cards in their major. Why play a system that is so difficult when 2 over 1 Game Force is easier and better? 2 over 1 Game Force is easier because bidding proceeds naturally. There's no need to manufacture bids. You don't have to crowd auctions with jumps to show extra values. There's no confusing rules about which bids are forcing. 2 over 1 Game Force is better because it leaves room for opener to show their shape, to choose the right game, and to look for slam. There are 6 2 over 1 game forcing responses. All of these responses are 100% forcing the game if they're made by an unpassed hand. One of the reasons 2 over 1 game force is so easy is that bidding proceeds naturally after a 2 over 1 game force. Your bids mean what you would expect. A new suit shows 4 or more cards in the suit. A raise shows support. If you rebid your suit, you're showing extra length. A no trump bid shows a balanced hand. Because you don't need to jump to show extra strength, when you make a jump shift, you're showing a splinter bid in support of partner's suit. We'll show you how to use splinter bids to show 4 card or better support for your partner's suit, and shortness, a singleton or a void in the suits you're bidding. If opener jumps in their own suit, they're showing a strong, self-sufficient suit and setting the trump suit. All of the above responses and rebids don't show or deny extra values. We don't recommend you jump to 3-no because you can use that bidding space effectively. If you must use every possible bid, then we'd recommend that a jump to 3-no by opener shows 18 or 19 high card points with a balanced hand and a doubleton in partner suits. All bidding systems have strengths and weaknesses. In our 2 over 1 Game Force lesson series, we'll show you how to strengthen 2 over 1 Game Force to get the best out of the bidding system. We'll cover the pros and cons of 1 no trump forcing responses versus 1 no trump semi-forcing response, how responder can show an invitational hand with a source of tricks with an invitational jump shift. We'll cover why fast arrival doesn't apply in a 2 over 1 Game Force auction, what your game priority should be, how to choose the right game, how to right side no trump contracts, how to use a bid of the 4th suit, what to bid when no bid fits your hand, how to determine whether a control bid shows strong slam interest or just the willingness to cooperate with the slam try, and the most efficient way to proceed after the auction begins 1 diamond and responder makes a 2 club 2 over 1 game force. One of the difficulties in 2 over 1 Game Force can be how responder shows an invitational 1 suited hand. On the auction shown here, does South's 3 club bid show a weak 1 suited hand like hand number 1, or does it show an invitational 1 suited hand like hand number 2? We'll show you how to use invitational jump shifts to invite with a hand like number 2. Another potential difficulty in 2 over 1 Game Force is what openers should do when all rebids are awkward. So on the auction shown here, North opens 1 spade, South's 2 club, response is a 2 over 1 Game Force. What should North rebid with the hand shown? They only have a 5-card spade suit, so they don't want to rebid spades. They don't have a side suit, so they don't want to rebid 2 hearts or 2 diamonds. They don't have enough clubs to raise responders to club bid. So without a stopper, they don't want to bid 2 no. We'll cover this topic in our 3rd lesson, and we'll help you right side no trump contracts more often. Our 2/1 Game Force lesson series teaches you how to right side 3 no trump contracts by protecting your positional honors. In the layout shown to the right, North's Heart Queen is a positional honor. Having North declare 3 no protects their Heart Queen from the opening lead. You right side your 3 no trump contracts by having the hand with the positional honors declare the 3 no trump contract so that the lead comes up to them. If South declares 3 no here, a heart lead holds declare to 8 tricks. If you right side the contract and protect the Heart Queen by having North declare 3 no trump, declare can score 10 tricks. In a 2/1 Game Force auction, it's typical for both hands to be unlimited, so you need tools to gauge your partner's level of slam interest. Let's take a look at the auction on the right. North opens 1 spade, South's 2 club response is a 2/1 Game Force. North's 2 no trump rebid shows a balanced hand. South's 3 spade bid shows 3 card spade support. Now North bids 4 diamonds, and that shows first or second round control of diamonds and denies first or second round control of clubs. North would have bid 4 clubs if they had a first or second round control in clubs. But which hand is North showing? Are they showing an 18 high card point hand like hand number 1 that has very serious slam interest? Or are they showing a 14 high card point hand like hand number 2 where they're willing to cooperate with the slam try? We'll provide you tools to gauge your partner's level of slam interest and increase the accuracy of your slam bidding. Our 2/1 Game Force lesson series includes 5 lessons. The first provides an overview of the benefits of 2/1 Game Force, why it's easier than standard American, and how to make a 2/1 Game Force and how to rebid in 2/1 Game Force auctions. We'll then focus on how to respond when you don't have a game forcing hand as responder. We'll look at the pros and cons of 1 no trump forcing versus 1 no trump semi-forcing, and discuss the pros and cons of bargain raises, and we'll teach invitational jump shifts. In lesson 3, we'll focus on choosing the right game and how to right side no trump contracts, and what the best rebid structure is after the auction begins: 1 heart, 2 clubs, or 1 spade, 2 clubs. Lesson 4 will focus on slam bidding, the meaning of jump bids, how to gauge the level of slam interest after partner shows a control. And in lesson 5, we'll look at the 1 diamond, 2 club 2/1 Game Force auction, and what is the most efficient way for the auction to proceed, how to find the right game, and how to right side slam contracts, and how to assess slam interest.
I'd like to invite you to learn 2/1 Game Force. Our video lesson series is available at lowbridge.locals.com. Just go to the news feed, click on links to our video lessons, and choose the 2/1 Game Force lesson series. Hope to see you there. Thanks.